This map shows the traffic conditions on major roads in Metro Manila. If this were a city skyline map, the traffic flow wouldn't even reach above 50%. Studies rank Metro Manila as the most congested metropolitan area in the world, with the average motorist nearly wasting 5 days per year stuck in traffic. While traffic has become something commuters and motorists are used to, it doesn't mean we're happy about it. Additionally, economic implications and public service delays, traffic is a force that the government aims to reduce to just 30 minutes. So, what do they do? As of 2025, the Department of Public Works and Highways pledged to ease traffic, building more bridges, improving road conditions, adjusting road layouts, building highways and expressways above rivers and lakes, and bays. There has been a lot of proposals to get people from point A to point B. One of them is the Pasig River Expressway, a tolled elevated expressway that is planned to build on top of one of the most important rivers of the area, which was already once considered biologically dead and heavily polluted. Yeah, let's just make it worse. The starting point of this proposed expressway is at the Bayside Road near Intramuros, a little heritage site of one of the oldest pieces of history in the city. Yeah, let's just build over it. I can't stress how fucking stupid this idea is. I'm not even mentioning shit like flooding, and it looks fucking terrible. Just imagine having a property on the riverside. One moment you smell shit and canal smell, the next moment it's fine and even full of life because of capitalists turning the river into a tourist trap. The next moment you see more license plates than water. Many corporations stress the need to emphasize the connection between the east and west areas of the city. You know you can do that far from a river. The proposal was picked up by the San Miguel Corporation, but it was later cancelled due to backlash, but the company is in talks to revive the project. It is a dumb idea! If you haven't watched a lick of social commentary about road networks, then you're probably not aware of induced demand. Look, this topic has already been covered to death by so many people, so here's a more short version. You don't want to go to a food park because they don't sell a specific food, but a new stall sells that specific food, making you and other people interested in going to that food park. The new food stall doesn't just serve the customers already there, it attracts more customers. That's how building new roads and lanes work. It doesn't just serve the motorists who are already in traffic, but also serves new motorists using the route because it is faster than other routes. Adding a highway above will make traveling faster, but it doesn't improve current traffic conditions. It just serves a small percentage. But fortunately, there are fewer dumb ideas for potential expressways in comparison with the make our big ass river terrible again expressway, but they are still dumb ideas nonetheless. There's a proposal for the Southeast Manila Elevated Expressway, also under SMC, that runs from FTI along C5 Road, Cainta, Rizal all the way to Batasan, Quezon City, cutting traffic from SLEX to Batasan in just 30 minutes. Now, besides the reasons that it is very dumb, besides adding more lanes and environmental and pollution problems, most of the route goes through dense urban areas and a fucking seismic fault line. And if that isn't dumb enough, they already started building the expressway in the middle of fucking nowhere. They were able to build around this area but not anywhere else because they didn't have the right of way permits yet. Good fucking job, guys. Another proposal made was a proposed R7 elevated expressway, a 10km expressway that ruins the fucking environment. Like 10 kilometers isn't even anything, and we're talking about like ramps entering and exit the road, which takes up more space. Just build a fucking train line. If you're so worried about decongesting, build a train line. Now let's head on to proposals that I am somewhat tame about. The Manila-Bataan Coastal Road, or something similar to the Cavitex Expressway that is built on water and used as a flood barrier. Now this proposal may not come into fruition because of the Bataan Expressway already existing and connected to the expressway network, and there's construction of the big ass fucking bridge that would span the Manila Bay. But this on-water expressway isn't as dumb as the Laguna Lake Expressway. Yeah, let's just ruin the third largest body of fresh water in Southeast Asia. Like, it's already regarded as a big septic tank. Let's add noise and ground pollution. I'm not gonna blame the experts trying to propose a way to decongest this small sliver of land. Every single inch has already been used, and the only ways to even make anything are either on water, air, or on the ground. I will, however, call their ideas fucking stupid. Now I want to talk about road widenings. While I have criticized adding more lanes and it not improving traffic, going from 1 lane to 2 lanes is a pretty noticeable change. More room for parking, space for non-vehicles, etc. But a road this wide? This behemoth goes from 2 lanes to 6 lanes. And there's a pedestrian crossing here. You're gonna play patintero with multiple cars going 30 miles per hour. In 2015, this area was only 2 lanes wide. But since then, different parts of the highway have had short bursts of wide roads, mostly used for parking. But if we're talking about wide roads, the widest road in the Philippines, Commonwealth Avenue, originally a 2-lane highway, came into fruition a 9-lane highway, and yet it is still one of the most congested roads in the country. It gained the nickname the Killer Highway due to its nature as a wide and fast highway, resulting in frequent speeding in the area. How much would you wager to drive the road with your eyes closed? Before we dive into another topic, let's talk about NCAP, or No Contact Apprehension Policy, a system of CCTVs where the government can spy on your car and watch you commit a traffic violation and digitally send you a notice to pay up. Besides all of the 1984 jokes, this thing is fucking sick. You see how fucking clear the bike lane is? On Commonwealth Avenue, motorcycle riders can only ride along the motorcycle lane. Anywhere else and they'll get flagged, causing major uproar from motorists, with the delight of almost everybody else, including cyclists. You would think that the government was finally giving cyclists a helping hand in existing in roads. Yeah, we're gonna have the bike lane size to accommodate more motorcycles. There are 7 other lanes to choose from, and you choose the one lane that is the most disadvantaged out of all of them. It would be beneficial for everybody to divide the bike lane, because right now it is at 5 meters. If we give half to motorcyclists, that would be an additional 2 lanes that could be given to them. There are 3 lanes of potential motorcycle ridership on its left. Yeah, let's just have the fucking bike lane for no good reason, even though there's already a lane in between the two that serves public transportation. As someone who has cycled on Commonwealth Avenue, the bike lane is already shit. There is barely any infrastructure for cycling. Oh, you wanna go to the other side? Too bad. Carry your bike to a footbridge. Look, if you want to reduce congestion and traffic in the area, finish that fuck-ass train line y'all been building for the past decade. Before I wrap up the video, I want to look at one last proposal for an expressway. A proposal by Avenza Construction and engineer Alfredo Guerin suggested that we build a moving fucking parking lot on top of EDSA. Like, you have to be on drugs to even think of this idea. They fucking label the layers as levels in a fucking shopping mall. Just one more level, bro. This is just asking for a fucking tragedy here. Even the look itself is already a tragedy. This has to be satire, right? Like, no way an actual assistant city engineer who spent years in college learning about engineering goes, yeah, let's just make roads like a fucking parking lot.